go for me. I mean, not with your mom. I mean, but your mom she's great. I love your mom.
I love my mom too.
Yeah. I mean, I just said that. I don't know her that well, but she's lovely.
You know her pretty well. And yeah, she is a lovely person. So yeah.
But a hike with her, just a hike with my mom and Costco. And then where'd you go to the old Red Rooster? What's your favorite restaurant?
We went to a place called Cafe Santorini in Pasadena, which has a lovely balcony. It's very nice. There, we ate a kebab dinner, which is, I know you're going to laugh because that's all I like to eat, really.
All you want in life is a kebab and a dried fruit roll-up, and you're set for life, right?
That's true.
And you're happy. You're very, you're a cheap date.
Oh, come on.
No, it's good. I mean, no, what's wrong? Is that an insult?
No.
So why'd you go, come on?
I don't know, because I don't want to be a cheap date. I want people to work it.
Well, anyway, yeah. A walk with your mom, Costco, and a kebab. Who could ask for more? Gorley, what's happening on your end?
Oh, nothing. Just not leaving my house.
Yeah. Well, you tell a fine story, and I can't wait for the movie. Can't wait for the screenplay.
Well, I'm not going to Costco. I can tell you that much.
No. But, you're worried about catching the?
No, I'm not worried about that kind of.
The COVID is a snob. It doesn't go to Costco.
What?
It likes to hang out at higher end stores.
Come on.
It's true. I've actually talked to COVID, and COVID is like, I don't think so. Too much riffraff. I'll see you at Lord and Taylor. It hangs out at high end, mostly high end stores.
I think Costco can be high end.
Of course it can. I love Costco. I had a Costco card.
I can't see you in Costco. I feel like you feel overwhelmed.
What do you mean?
Like, because there's a lot going on, and I feel like you just walk in and be like, ugh.
No, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. I bought 900 pounds of anything. All I said was, I don't even care what it is. I just want 900 pounds of it.
It does seem like you get lost and then end up staying the night in there.
Yeah.
Well, you're saying I would, not one? You mean I specifically would?
Yeah, like you'd get lost in there and couldn't find the door, and then the lights would go off and you'd just sleep in a economy-size bag of cereal.
If you're going to get lost anywhere, get lost in a Costco. If you're going to be trapped anywhere, get trapped in a Costco.
That would be
when the zombie apocalypse comes, I will go to a Costco and I'll just hang out there. I mean, I'd eat 800 pounds of sugar pops. I would sleep on a great inflatable mattress. Mm-hmm. I'd build a fort out of giant, massive, cases of Brillo pads.
Yeah.
And, the zombies wouldn't leave me. They'd just leave me alone.
I'd watch 9 televisions at the same time.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. I love it. Oh, what a dream.
I would eat only those hot dogs, those 60-cent hot dogs.
You know what? I'm going to say something, and I may be going out on a limb here, but you always know the best meat is the cheapest meat.
Excuse me?
The cheapest, always pay as little as possible for any meat you're ingesting, and it will guaranteed to be the best for you and the highest quality.
Sometimes I go to IKEA just to eat their meatballs, because you can have 20 meatballs for
Wait a minute, you go to IKEA.
$1.50.
So you walk into an IKEA with a plate, and you don't even buy anything. You just load up on meatballs?
Oh, I can do one better than that. Amanda and I have gone there just for dinner, not even to shop.
That's not true.
Just for meatballs.
You went to IKEA just to eat dinner.
Yeah.
Just to have those meatballs in that, whatever that lingonberry juice.
Did you sit at a table that you built?
Yeah.
And then eat your meatballs?
I wouldn't touch that MDF particle board shit.
Oh, snap.
Snobby. Well, it's good enough for the rest of us.
But I will eat their meatballs and how.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
full meal for $3. It's the
good.
best. Yeah. And it's worth it.
And good company.
Yeah.
Nice atmosphere.
I'll go with you next time, Matt. I'll go to IKEA with you guys for dinner.
We'll take you for your birthday, belated birthday double date to IKEA.
That sounds good. I'm in. You can't come.
No,
I can't go.
I don't know. You take a lot of the attention away, and people will be like, it's Conan. And
excuse me, I don't think they go, it's Conan. I think they go, he's an icon. Oh my God, it's Conan. And then they hear chorals singing, and light comes in through the windows that's much brighter than sunlight. And I touch them, and their wounds are healed.
What? Come on.
Anyway, I just love that. Oh, it's Conan. I don't think so. Oh. What is that, my son? That's what my son says. My son's like, ugh. Every morning he goes, ugh, it's Conan.
You can come to IKEA for meatball, but you're going to make fun of us the whole time.
No, I'm not. You know me. I like to get...
Yes, I do. That's why I said that.
I enjoy the good things in life, and I would go to IKEA for the meatballs. I would go to Costco for the hot dogs. I just hang out at gas stations sometimes to work the air pump because it's free. I do. I just go to gas stations and I'm like, is the air free? And they're like, yeah. And then I just spray it into the air.
It's like wasteful.
And they're like, sir, are you? And I'm like, you said it was free, right? Yeah, but are you going to inflate anything? You said it was free. And then they're like, wait a minute. Are you lights, choral music, angels?
No.
I heal the lepers.
Oh my God.
Are there any lepers out there?
Ugh.
I'll heal them. All right, enough of our tomfoolery and skullduggery.
Yes, please.
We must continue. We should continue.
Yes.
Yeah, we should.
We absolutely should.
We're not done. We're only getting started.
Yes, we're just getting started, and we must go on. I don't even know who
I know. What was that?
I was going to do a Kennedy impression, and then I stopped halfway through, and it was like John F. Kennedy with a mouthful of milkshake. Swallow the milkshake, JFK. It's too cold. Brain freeze.
That's Jimmy Stewart now.
Yeah, that's
Jimmy Stewart, you say.
With a milkshake.
That's what I've just realized, is that when John F. Kennedy drinks a milkshake and doesn't swallow it because he's afraid of brain freeze, he turns into Jimmy Stewart. That's not what you can do for your country. That's what your country can do for you, you see.
People, what do you guys say?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's do it.
A few episodes back, you joked about how you weren't even given a name in your family because you had so many kids right away. And
That's
so
right.
this voicemail is pertaining to that.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to share a little tidbit. I was listening to you very intently talk about how Irish families stopped naming their children. I married a 100% Irish man. He was the fourth child of 6. And recently we were looking to apply for dual citizenship for he and our children. So he had to pull his birth certificate. And I shit you not, his parents never gave him a first name. He's 55 years old, and he's just found out that he is baby Stevie. That's it. I know it was a little funny, but it's not. It's the real thing. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Okay, let me make something very clear. Yeah, I was joking, but I was also not joking. All jokes are based in reality. And yes, the family I grew up in, kids started coming fast and furious, and things got a little chaotic. Mm-hmm. I mean, kids were, every day you'd go into the bathroom and be a new person there, and you'd say, who are you? And they'd be like, who am I? Who are you? And it was just, that's how it is. So I do think my dad stalled on naming me for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
He told me, that they, I was the number 3 and they ended up having 6. And I think by that point they started to say like, well, I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
What's the rush? And so, I think it's when he saw the movie Conan the Barbarian in 1980 that he said, hey, that works. And I think at the time I was, 13.
Yeah. You didn't have a name?
What's that?
long?
I didn't have a name.
Oh, I'm
for a long
sorry.
time.
What did everyone call you?
They called me Baby O'Brien.
Oh,
it was just Baby O'Brien. And they called me that up until I think I was 33.
Oh, no.
No, I did get a name fairly quickly. It took my dad a little while, but he came up with a name. But I sympathize with this woman.
Yeah.
She found out what I already knew, which is the Irish. We go for quantity over quality.
Right.
Let's just have a lot of kids, and one of them will do something.
Okay.
That's the idea, and who cares what their name is?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, your family especially, it was you don't have that much of a difference between your siblings.
No.
Time-wise.
I'm born, I think, 5 months after my brother Luke.
Oh.
Which scientists came and talked to my parents, and it was in the paper. It was in the local paper. We're spaced about 5 months apart. No one understood it.
Yeah.
That's like kangaroos can have a baby being birthed, but one like warming up in the oven.
Yes.
Like an assembly line.
No, it's true. It's how they make the burgers at any fast food restaurant. You have to have one warming on the conveyor belt while another is finished cooking. So yeah,
No
I think
biological sense.
this is true. And I'm not even. This is not a joke.
Oh, it's not a joke. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
People from
serious.
scientists from around the world visited my parents and said, "You're having these children 5 months apart." Luke was almost done when I was being formed.
Yeah.
And, he was telling me in the womb, don't touch my stuff. He was saying, like, that's, hey, that stuff over there is mine, and that's my poster, and, don't touch it. And I couldn't wait for him to move out.
Yeah.
And then I got to have a couple of months on my own in there once he was gone. So I took down his posters because he was into Star Trek and I was into Star Wars. So then I put up mine. Anyway, this is very strange and disturbing riff.
Yeah, it is.
But it's true.
It's really weird.
It's all true. All 6 children in my family were born in a 3-year period.
My God.
That's a true story. We were all born in a 3-year period, and no one understands how it happened.
So you were like sharing an apartment, basically.
That's
and then
all
one
it is.
moved out and another one came in.
It was the original Friends. It was the original Friends. There was 6 of us, and we were all in one apartment, and people were wondering, how could they afford that womb in New York City?
Yeah.
That's stupid. I took it too far.
You took it way too far.
I know. And the door is a funny color.
Sense, and
okay,
it's
that's
about
ridiculous.
names.
Yeah, I know.
We're talking about names.
Yeah.
I do think that your parents naming you Conan, it's almost as if they knew you were going to be famous and they're like, let's name this one something different.
Or, I was the only one that had, sort of bright copper red hair.
Oh, okay.
So I think they just said, what? What is this? My mom said I looked like a little orangutan when I was born.
That's not true.
She did. She said.
Did she really?
You know what she said? She said I looked like a little. This is a true story. My mom said you look like a little fat Buddha with a tuft. This is what she said. You look like a little fat Buddha with a tuft of orange hair.
Oh no!
That's what she said. And then they must have said, "Oh my God, what happened?" There's always one pancake that just looks weird, and they just were like, "Oh my God!" And then my dad said, "Let's stall for time on what to name it."
Yeah.
But anyway, he came up with Conan. So I think they did think this one seems strange.
Yeah, okay. Aren't you glad though that your name is Conan?
I am. I'm not a fan of my last name.
What?
Really?
I don't like
Why?
this. O'Brien is just so common.
I will say I don't like the apostrophe.
No, the apostrophe is a mess. And when I go to anytime they have to enter my name into a computer, if I go to you go to the airport or whatever, if you don't put the apostrophe in or you do put the apostrophe in, basically I'm on a terrorist watch list because I have an apostrophe in my name. Yes.
Did you ever think of going by Conan of Brian and just get rid of the apostrophe?
What? Matt,
what a perfect suggestion. I am Conan of Brian.
It sounds so regal.
You will seat me now in my aisle seat that will accommodate my long legs. I am Conan of Brian. No, that's what I...
Yeah, I don't want to disparage people with apostrophes in their last name because there are a lot of you, but as working for you, I don't know if you can put it in the computer. I don't know. Like, there's certain things where I have to search for you. It's like there's a space or there's no space. It's insane. Makes my life difficult.
Also, I just don't... this sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, but I'm a fan of the New York Times crossword puzzle.
Yes.
And I was doing the crossword puzzle yesterday, and one of the questions, I'm doing the crossword puzzle, and it just said, O'Brien of late night TV. The fact that I couldn't get it was probably a sign of dementia. But no, I was in there. So
I think you just did a humble brag in a way that you were like, oh my God, I was in the New York Times crossword puzzle yesterday and I could barely, did you do that on purpose?
5 letters across, he who humble brags.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, it would be a humble brag, but I've been in there quite a bit.
Oh, okay. There it is.
I'm sorry. I love doing the crossword, and I feel like I'm cheating when they put me in there. I'm sorry.
It's just so yesterday I was in the crossword puzzle.
Well, I'm sorry, I was. I don't know how to tell the story.
Times.
I don't know how to tell the story without telling you that I was in the crossword puzzle, but the clue was O'Brien of late night TV, and I just saw my last name, and I went,
Come on. Your first name is so, I don't want to say weird, but it's...
If you were Conan O'Hurley, it'd be too much.
Well, Conan O'Brien is just as bad. Conan O'Brien. I mean, a leprechaun would be embarrassed by that name. It's ridiculous. It's so Irish. Do you know what I mean? The Conan O'Brien. It's trying so hard to tell you that I'm completely Irish.
Yeah.
And I could see how you would think it's a humble brag. My point wasn't that I'm in the crossword puzzle. My point is I saw my last name and wasn't thrilled. I just was looking at it and thinking, yeah, it's just such a common, and I don't know why, but I do want people to take away that I'm in the New York Times crossword puzzle. And I think if that comes out of this story, there's nothing I can do to stop you from hearing that information.
Yep, we got it. There
New York Times crossword. Multiple times, many times. Hard to find a day I'm not in it. In fact, I think I'm in it every day.
Okay.
I think it hurts the puzzle. I'm in it so much.
Yeah.
I think I've been in it.
That's enough.
600 days in a row.
That's enough.
New York Times crossword puzzle.
That's enough. We're good.
Set a record.
We got it.
Historic.
Okay. That's enough.
They should stop doing it because everyone knows the answer by now.
Okay. That's good. We got the picture.
Too easy.